What is up, everybody, and welcome to the first week of DBB Season 5. I'm your coach, Hacker TMNT of your Copenhagen Crocodiles, and this first week, we're playing against the Man City Meta Champs, coached by Manny, I believe it's part of their name. Anyway, they are running a pretty scary team. We got Terra Latios, we got Terrabagos. I don't know what the frame isn't showing it for some reason. Cinderace, Toxic, Gliscor, Slithering, okay, I don't know what that was, but Bronzong, Shaman, and Orthworm. Now, his team, or their team, whatever, pretty spooky. As you can see, they got some scaring fire type, fighting type, scary fire type, and of course Latios, which is always worrying. I'm particularly worried about Latios, Slithering, and Cinderace, as they all are pretty powerful. Cinderace knowing both fire and fighting moves, so we'll need some good team members to be able to take them on this week. So the first Pokemon that's coming is Meowawa, aka Miasco rather. We're running a Focus Sash Protean set, so basically to live hits. My idea is so that I can take multiple hits and damaging Latios. We got Knockoff for items dealing good damage. Triple Axle to hit Gliscor to give it a one-hit KO. U-turn is for pivoting. Yeah, it's nice always. And Sucker Punch is in a scenario where Latios gets up in agility. I can knock off and then Sucker Punch to get the most amount of damage in. And we're just running max attack, max speed with a speed boosting nature because we just want the most damage in. Now our dedicated lead is the cooked one, or the cooking one. And the reason why he's our dedicated lead is because I'm really worried about a lead of Slithering, because that could really be bad for me. If he leads with Slithering, I switch in Corviknight, close combats, and I just go blah. And we're running Overheat, Volt Switch, Light Screen, and Thunder Wave. Overheat is to hit. He has a lot of Pokemon that is weak to fire, so Overheat is gonna do a ton. Volt Switch is for pivoting. I did also consider Hex, but I wanted to be able to switch around. Light Screen is for Latios to reduce its damage, and Thunder Wave is to spread paralysis and ruin the opponent's team. Anyway, I have max HP. Almost. Yeah, I have specifically enough speed where I can outspeed maximum speed Jolly Slithering, and then the rest I have into defense and a little into special attack. Then we have our boy Iron Corv, the Corviknight. We're running a pretty standard set of Brave Bird, Roost, U-turn, and Defog. Brave Bird is to just deal some kind of damage and to also OHKO Slithering. Roost to have get some HP up. U-turn is for switching, and Defog is to remove hazards. We're not running on Nerf because Mirror Armor didn't feel very useful in this matchup. Citrus Barrier to be able to take more hits from the fighting and fire type moves. Got max HP, an okay amount of defense with our defense boosting nature, and a good amount of spatial defense to be able to take some hits. Well, yeah. Then we got our first Terror Captain, and that's gonna be Vernius, the Keldeo. We're running a choice spec set since I want to do the most amount of damage. Terror Flying to not die to the psychic hits from Latios, and in general just to do like a lot of damage to the means of Slithering to OHKO with Air Slash, and to not take super effective damage from a Shaman, because I don't think we can OHKO it with a normal Specs Air Slash. We're running Surf, which is just its best water type move, maybe besides Hydro Pump, but that move is so inaccurate. Sacred Sword is to deal with a special setting up Terrabagos or Latios. And Vacuum Wave is for priority. I like having priority on Pokemon, so you don't just lose the sweeping Pokemon setting up. And we got, of course, just the maximum attack, special attack, and speed, just to maximum amount of power. Originally, I had more defense, special defense, but it didn't feel worth it. Next, we got Icy Boy, aka Curum, who's going on, who I was not too happy to be using, and will be on testing, seeing if it's worth it for the team, as we're already pretty weak to fighting, and original Pigladius would have been better in that case. But we're running a corporate berry to be able to take fighting hits better. We have Draco Meteor because it's a good dragon move, Ice Beam because good stab, and I don't see them bringing Terra Water Latios, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. Dragon Tail, so it might be too specific, but in a scenario where Latias gets to set up and I go for Draco Meteor and he can just recover Calm Mind up because I'm not doing any damage, I can Dragon Tail it out to so it doesn't set up. Psychic is for to do a lot of damage towards Slithering, and also to when Cinderace goes fighting type. Yeah, and we have enough speed to we outspeed most things, but just a bit of bulk just so we get more bulky, and just max speed. And now a Pokemon I'm very excited to use this week, and our second Terra Captain is Cracker the Crocodile. If you get that reference, comment down below, you're awesome. We're running a Choice Band set. We really want to deal some massive damage. We're running a Terra Ghost, which completely nullifies Slithering because of its fighting and bug moves. We are running Intimidate. We could have run Moxie since it is pretty powerful and pretty bulky, but I really wanted to have something to switch in if Cinderace got out of hand and it went for, I know it would go for a fire move, I could switch it in and Intimidate it to not take so much. When I knock off, again, I'm not trying to make it a sweep, but I'm trying to kind of make it also like a utility, so I'm going knock off. I'm going close combat because of dealing with the rubber ghost. Fire Fang is a bit niche. I could also do Gong Shot, but I wanted something for both Shaman and Slithering, though I'm not sure if Shaman is coming. I feel like it could be a chance. Then there's Earthquake just to OHKO the Cinderace, because if you can get it killed instantly, it could be very nice. Yeah, and we're running, as you can see, a very diverse set here. We're running max HP we're running a lot of bulk this week, a little bit of solid amount of defense investment to take physical hits better, and a lot of special attack with a careful nature, so we can, or special defense with a special defense boosting nature, so we can take those special hits very well, and a bit of attack investment just so we can do more damage. So yeah, that is going to be the team for this first week. So let's get straight into the battle. So we are here at the battle, and we have the opponent's team here. As we can see, they're running a Terra Fairy Latios set, which I didn't actually completely expect. I didn't run Gong Shot for it, but it's fine. I feel like we still have an alright chance. So I lead with Rotom here. They lead with Gliscor, which makes a lot of sense considering, we can get off a Toxicroak, set up Hazard, Scout, those things. I'm not completely sure what he's gonna do, as I'm just gonna overheat. And he goes into Bronzong. I get a crit. Now the reason why he's going for Bronzong is because they were always either gonna be heat proof or levitate. This time they're gonna be heat proof, but that didn't matter so much since they got crit. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna Volt Switch out here because I know this thing can have something like Power Gem, so I'm just gonna switch in. Corviknight, they go for Stealth Rocks, and I should have gone for like Defog here, but I pretty sure I was just worried it would just go for it again, and I just wanted momentum. I thought they were gonna switch in Gliscor, so I went for another U-turn back into heat, but they just Calm Mind. And because of the crit earlier, I was able to get off an overheat and get down Bronzong immediately. So that's not so bad. Now we get in Cinderace now. Cinderace is pretty spooky, so to make sure that it won't hit anything else on my team, I'll like Rotom take the hit and it will paralyze it. Now, of course, I don't want to die here, so I'm going to Volt Switch, but they're switching Gliscor. So I switch into Corviknight, though they do go for a U-turn, which is unfortunate. Now, in here, I want to sacrifice the cooked one here, but they miss. Now, in hindsight, I should just have switched directly into Corviknight so I could get rid of hazards. But I don't see that, and I want to get in chip, so I Volt Switch. I switch again into Corviknight, and they U-turn. So I switch it back into Rotom, and they get paralyzed. Now, again, at this point, I should definitely have gone into Corviknight, but I don't know, I just didn't think that far. So I switched in Vernius, who then takes a high jump kick. And here it just goes down from here. I take a high jump kick and then go for air slash instead of predicting something. So I just do not much damage to this Terrapagos. I switch in and sacrifices the cook one, which is weird. When Corviknight I could have healed up and gotten what's it called, a boost. Now in this situation I just want to get in damage, so I go for a Brave Bird. They fortunately miss, so I get a ton of damage. Now at this point I've said it a lot, but here I should have default because it was just so easy when I have so much HP. But I get greedy and go for a Brave Bird, and then I end up getting burned, which was unfortunate. I shouldn't even done it in the first place. Whether I should have sacked like Vernius here, I am not sure, because I mean maybe I could have had a chance, but like I should just have default, because now I will be taking rocks damage. I switch in Cracker to kind of do some damage. He goes to Gliscor, hoping that I will go for the Earthquake, but I land a crit knockoff to put it down low. Now I could switch, but I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna knock off anyway. So I take it down. Sylvan's comes in, and I know I have critiqued myself a lot, but I have a lot of thoughts about what I played. I don't think switching in Vernius was the worst play, but I feel like I should have Terra Ghost. Yeah. Anyway, I switched into Curum, and in hindsight should have gone for Heavy Duty Boots, because at this point I will die to a close combat anyway. But anyway, I just want to go for damage, so I just do, you know, a good amount. I don't want to take damage in Cracker, and I put it down pretty low. I switch in Cracker, take out Cinderace, Terra Ghost. First impression does a lot, but now I knock off his item. He goes for a close combat. Now it just occurred to me that I went first, so apparently he was not very much speed. Wreck, like, that's actually weird. Now, when I think about it now, if I had a Moxie set, I would have been, Cracker would have been a lot more threatening, but I didn't think that much through. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm criticizing my plays and going with high side, but I really like doing it now instead of after the battle. I'm still gonna have some after battle thoughts. It's just easier to do what the game is playing. I hope you guys think that's okay. I go for a knockoff. I don't take it out, but due to my bulk investment, I live on 8 HP, so I'm able to take out Travel Ghost, giving Cracker a nice amount of free kills this week. Obviously, they just fair. It goes from agility to outspeed. Meow, aka Meowscarada, and Cracker goes down. But due to me not getting rid of hazards, my sash breaks. Now, this was a very defensive set, so that didn't even kill me. So it had to be a defensive set, which makes sense because it was weakness policy, stored power. But I miss an Icicle, a triple axle, doesn't matter, and I end up losing here. But hey, we do start off the season with a loss. That is not something I'm not surprised by that. I did expect to not to win the first game because never played Draft League before, so I expected I needed to learn a lot. I feel like I have learned a lot, so that's good. I feel like I have learned some good matchups, so I'm ready for my next battle, which will be next week. That depends on, of course, when we're scheduling scheduling it. So yeah, some after battle thoughts. My first thought was, instead of Kurma I should have had Arbok, because Arbok would have been really helpful. It would have given me Intimidate and a poison type to take high jump kicks. Could have given like leftovers maybe, so it could stay alive for Citrus Bear just to be a nuisance. I should not have sacrificed Corviknight. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I should have sacrificed Vernius or the cooked one. But maybe I should. Maybe the Corviknight was fine. I think my main bad play was never to get rid of, never just defaulting. That I should have done that. But anyway, yeah. I think that's actually fine, since we're only -2 differential due to, you know, Cracker getting 3 kills. So that's of course very nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys will still stick around. I will try, for my own of course, but also for your guys' sakes, to win the next week. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go Copenhagen Crocodiles, and yeah, bye.